Chico and Sondra from Moonshiners, what happened to them, and where are they now? Fans of Discovery Moonshiners have been asking about a couple that made a splash the last season, Sandra, Cassandra Thompson, and Chico, her man. Based on the photos the couple are sharing on Facebook, it looks like they got married, or are engaged, and have had a baby too. The official word from Discovery PR is that Chico and Sondra will not be appearing on this season of Moonshiners. Sondra, which is short for Cassandra, has shared a lot about her life on her Facebook page, where she posted a picture of the two showing off an engagement ring. She also has a Moonshiner Sondra Facebook page, where she announced the birth of their son Wyatt. This is very happy news for fans of the couple who made quite an impression on the series about people who still make illegal moonshine in Kentucky. This Kentucky redneck is dead set on making his way to the top with his sharp wit and need to bring humor to a hard-life moonshiner and comedian. It looks like Chico and Sondra gave up the TV series and now have a successful distillery business and brand of whiskey they are selling. Old Town Moonshiner Chico Spirit Whiskey is described as, "This season on Moonshiners, the surviving Moonshiners must work together to survive, as they are known as outlaws for generations now. There is unprecedented demand for their spirits, and increased law enforcement is giving them all a wake-up call. It is harder than ever for these masters of distilling to make their craft spirits, and they are in threat of losing their culture too. Big corporations are trying to take over the market for craft spirits with cheap factory-made liquor, while the moonshiners still use traditional recipes and techniques of artisanal heritage whiskey alive in the remote corners of Appalachia." Moonshiners airs Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. on Discovery. Chico and Sondra were once one of the most talked about pairs on the popular reality TV show Moonshiners, known for their charming personalities, deep connection, and daring moonshine operations. Their storyline captivated audiences, and their lives became a topic of interest to fans worldwide. But as with most reality TV stars, the limelight can be fleeting. What happened to Chico and Sondra after their time on the show? Where are they now, and how have they transitioned out of the world of moonshine? A glimpse back in time. The Moonshiners' legacy. Before diving into their current status, it's important to remember the context of their rise to fame. Moonshiners, which premiered in 2011 on the Discovery Channel, chronicled the lives of individuals in the Appalachian region who continued the centuries-old tradition of making moonshine. Despite its name, the show wasn't strictly about illegal activities. It also showcased the skill, craftsmanship, and tradition behind making homemade alcohol. Among the many colorful personalities featured over the years, Chico and Sondra quickly became fan favorites due to their authenticity and chemistry. Chico, a rugged and resourceful moonshiner, was often seen as the brains behind their operation. His sharp wit, strong work ethic, and no-nonsense attitude made him an expert in his field. He brought a mix of wisdom and street-smart skills to the team, which helped the couple get through some of the more difficult aspects of moonshining, such as evading law enforcement and finding the best ingredients. Sondra, on the other hand, was the heart of the operation. Though she wasn't as involved in the technical aspects of moonshine production as Chico, she brought a unique and necessary dynamic to their partnership. Sondra was the one who ensured the business ran smoothly, handling much of the logistical and administrative tasks. She also managed the personal side of their lives, which was evident in their on-screen relationship. Their connection seemed undeniable, and viewers were enamored with their camaraderie. The fall from TV stardom. Like many reality stars, Chico and Sondra's time on Moonshiners didn't last forever. The couple had appeared on the show for several seasons, drawing viewers in with their authenticity and charm. However, as the seasons wore on, their storyline began to lose momentum. The producers of Moonshiners often rotated the cast and introduced new Moonshiners to keep the show fresh. After a few years, Chico and Sandra's segment became less of a focal point on the series, and they eventually faded from the show's regular lineup. For Chico and Sandra, this shift wasn't the end of their story, but it marked a significant turning point. They left the limelight, opting for a quieter life away from the cameras. The couple found themselves in a tough spot, having to navigate the world without the high visibility they'd once enjoyed. What happened to Chico? Chico, always the survivor, managed to find his way after Moonshiners. While he left the moonshine business for a time, Chico couldn't stay away from it. It wasn't just a livelihood for him, it was a way of life. The art of distilling was in his blood, and he soon returned to the trade, albeit on a smaller scale. Instead of being involved in large, illegal moonshine runs as he had been on the show, Chico began to focus on a more legal and sustainable form of distilling. He partnered with a few local distilleries in Appalachia and started experimenting with new flavors and techniques that adhered to modern alcohol regulations. The landscape had changed significantly since his Moonshiners days, and Chico adapted by finding a way to merge traditional methods with modern business practices. In addition to his distillery work, Chico became involved in community projects that helped preserve Appalachian heritage and culture. He often spoke at local events, sharing his experiences from the show and encouraging young people to pursue their passions, whether in moonshining or other local trades. Over the years, Chico's personal life also settled into a more grounded rhythm. He and Sondra bought a modest farmhouse in the mountains, away from the hustle and bustle of the cities. The couple continued to be active in their community, and Chico found peace in his family life. It was evident that he had grown from his reality TV days, embracing a slower, more intentional lifestyle. What happened to Sandra? While Chico found a way to return to the moonshine business, Sandra's journey took a different path. After leaving Moonshiners, she briefly tried her hand at a variety of different ventures. Her time on the show had given her a taste of the entrepreneurial world, and she explored business opportunities ranging from artisanal goods to starting her own event planning company. However, after the whirlwind of being in the public eye, Sondra realized that she wanted something different from her life. The pressure of being a reality TV star had taken its toll on her, and the constant scrutiny of the cameras left her longing for privacy and peace. She became more introspective and started focusing on personal development and wellness. Sandra spent time traveling, visiting local farms, and studying sustainable living practices. Over time, she became more involved in advocacy work, particularly for mental health and the environment. Sandra had always been a compassionate person, and she used her platform to speak on issues that were important to her. She became an advocate for mental health awareness, speaking openly about the struggles she faced during her time on reality TV and how it impacted her well-being. She also began volunteering with local environmental groups, helping to preserve the natural beauty of the Appalachian region she loved so much. Sandra's advocacy efforts were well received, and she found fulfillment in using her platform for causes that resonated with her. Sandra also maintained a low profile in terms of social media. She was active in her community but avoided the spotlight. The couple, though still close, spent a lot of time apart in terms of their day-to-day routines, with Sandra diving deep into her passions while Chico focused on his distillery business. Where are they now? Fast forward to today, and Chico and Sandra's lives have taken their own unique, fulfilling paths, though they remain close friends and business partners. The two have not rekindled their on-screen romance, but remain a tight-knit duo when it comes to their mutual interests. Chico's distillery has grown in popularity over the years, and he now runs a small but respected business. He's garnered a loyal following for his small batch handcrafted spirits that reflect both the traditions of Appalachian moonshining and modern innovation. He continues to run his business out of the Appalachian foothills, where he focuses on quality over quantity. His distillery is a hub for local craftsmanship and culture, and he often invites guests to tour the facility and learn about the process of making high-quality spirits. Sondra, on the other hand, has expanded her influence in the world of wellness and mental health advocacy. Her speaking engagements have become more frequent, and she's built a following of people who admire her vulnerability and commitment to helping others. While she no longer focuses on her original event planning business, she has been recognized for her contributions to the mental health community and the environmental organizations she works with. Though they are no longer in the public eye as they were during their time on Moonshiners, both Chico and Sandra have found their own niches where they feel most authentic. Their lives are full of purpose, community involvement, and personal growth, and they continue to be content away from the spotlight. While it's unclear if either of them will ever return to television, what's certain is that they are thriving in their own ways. Their legacy from Moonshiners lives on, but it's no longer the defining aspect of their lives.